The first topic for the day is, let's understand what is clinical research. So we have different opinions about clinical research. First we will check what clinical research exactly is. Okay, first one, the word in the field of clinical research means humans. Any medical experiment that is conducted on human beings is considered as clinical research. Why do we do clinical research? Because of only two things. We need only two information: whether the existing drug, device or a procedure is safe to the patients compared to the existing ones, and also is it efficient than the previous one. For example, there is a paracetamol tablet. Is a new tablet or new drug that is we are going to be tested for reducing fever, is it more safer than paracetamol? Is it more efficient than paracetamol? Safer means, does it have less side effects than paracetamol? It is considered as safer. Is it more efficient? If paracetamol reduces fever within half an hour, is it reducing the fever within 15 minutes? Is it more efficient? Only two data we need. One is safety data and one is efficiency data. So after getting this data, what do we do in clinical research? We submit this data to regulatory authority. Regulatory authority means every country will have its own regulatory authority. In that regulatory authority decides whether this medicine has to be given to the people of that country or not. For example, for India it is CDSCO, Central Drug Standards Control Organization. For US it is FDA. All the data which is generated for a device, drug or a procedure will be submitted to these regulatory authorities. If these regulatory authorities find this data is genuine and this drug is safer than the previous drug and efficient than the previous drug, they give permission to sell in that particular country. So we to submit the data to regulatory authority and to get approval to sell. What is the purpose of making a medicine? To sell to the people, right? So that will be the main aim of the pharmaceutical companies. They have to do the clinical trial, get the data, submit to the regulatory authority and get the approval to sell that medicine in that particular country. And most important thing, clinical research is done is only on three things. One is, it can be either a drug or a device. For example, new MRI machine has come. If it is less problematic to people and it is more safer and more efficient than the existing CT mission, CT scan or MRI scan, it get permission for the people of that country. In the same way, any procedure, for example, you are operating the heart, you are doing a laparotomy for a particular disease and developed a new procedure so that no need of laparotomy, you just can do with robotic surgery or minimal invasive surgery, then that gets approval. Clinical research can be done on either drug, device or procedure.
So the same part here, this clinical research is on humans. So when we're coming about the homeopathic point of view, here we do only on humans, at the same time only on the drug, not on the any device or not on any procedure. So how this homeopathy has evolved is due to this same clinical research what Master Samuel Hahnemann has done on the cinchona bark. So can you explain, sir, how homeopathy drugs will be explaining on these steps in a very short span, taking one drug as example?
See, basically, homeopathy as of now doesn't have these strict guidelines and these strict rules, right? I have seen one homeopathic doctor who stays nearby in Hyderabad. What he does is, if the patient gets cancer, he asks the patient to get that biopsy done. He takes that cancer tissue, he triturates it and give to the patient. So the rules in homeopathy are not strict as of now, but they are going to become stricter and stricter in coming years. That's the reason people who are studying pharmacy or interested in pharmacy has more scope than compared to other people in the field. And see, the regulatory submission, there is no regulatory submission, there is no approval to get, there is no device, there is no procedure. So we are doing medicines on human being. If you have to do research on human being, there are a lot of approvals needed for these pharma companies, but we don't do that now. So we just have a small ethical committee or something like that. But these rules are going to become stricter in future. As of now, we don't, homeopaths don't have these many strict rules.
And like now, as you said, sir, one of the doctor of from Hyderabad doing cancer. So is it isopathy or homeopathy, sir? So what kind of thing you confirm with that, sir? How it is?
So we cannot say whether it is isopathy, homeopathy. So he is getting results, he is doing it. He has tremendous amount of patients. When I went to his clinic, it is like a pharmacy, right? It is not like a clinic. Maybe small space is dedicated for him to sit and give the medicine, and very big place, maybe 3 to 4 times, maybe 1,000 square feet of his space is dedicated to only prepare new medicines. He will prepare mother tinctures. He will prepare his own. If patient is saying, I have taken this drug, after this drug, I have developed these symptoms. He asks them to get that drug, he triturates it and gives it. So that is one way of doing it. What I mean to say here is, as of now, homeopathy is not strict. The reason is, it is not going to have side effects, right? We are giving medicine in a very minimal quantity. That's the reason it will not have side effects. So, but repeatedly proved, these type of things are being done by homeopaths. But in future, it is going to be strict.